So it was really unexpected. I mean, we went from having a normal Friday. It was Friday, March 13th,
Hmm.
which is ironic in and of itself. And then we never went back. Like, I have not been in the building since then. Even our stuff was given to us at the end of the school year in like bags from the parking lot. So it was a really abrupt end to the school year. Um, and yeah, it was not what I was expecting for the end of my senior year, but it was the best that the district could do given everything that's starting at Penn State remotely this fall, which I'm excited for, and I've already started, but it's not the same as what I was hoping for. But
Right.
like, it's the best we can do right now. Obviously, everyone's safety is of importance. So yeah, it's not what I was expecting, but I'm still glad to get back into the groove of doing homework again. I have assignments to do later today, and yeah, like once we started staying home for a while, I got a job at Rite Aid Pharmacy as a pharmacy tech. So that's what I've been doing as my social activity because I actually made a lot of friends there. So I'm enjoying that. Um, just making the best of it as it is. It's interesting to see, like, even during the summit, we were talking more things. Normally, like, we'd be talking about how hurricane season's coming, but we were talking about like COVID and back to school preparations for students and what it might look like this school year and how they can communicate what might be necessary as like there's changing expectations. Like right now, Mechanicsburg at least is going to start with a hybrid school, 2 days
Hmm.
a week, 3 days at home. But who knows how long that'll last if there's another resurgence in cases in the area. I think 2020 is certainly going to be a school year that goes down in the records as like we didn't have prom. It was unique in many different ways. It was a special school year in that we got to do everything up until one point and then it just all abruptly ended. And there was a lot of uncertainty during that time and a lot of anxiety um, from students and teachers alike as people were starting to transition to online teaching. And then we did get that little bit of what a normal end of the senior year would look like. Mechanicsburg did a like short graduation ceremony in stages, like 30 people at a time. And so, and I was a graduation speaker, so I got to give my speech, and it was a nice touch. It was nice to know that the district was still caring about us and that they were still doing everything they could even during this time. So I'll be at University Park in the Honors College. And I'm still taking University Park courses right now because everyone's on Zoom. Basically, all freshman classes are on Zoom. Some seniors, like more lab classes, are. But I haven't canceled my spring housing contract yet, so there's still a hope there that I can start this spring. There are some students on campus, but it came down to all my classes are online. It was going to be takeout food from the cafeteria. I was just like, and I have asthma, so there's some other things that I was worried about with like getting sick. So I just decided that it was going to be the best option for me to stay home this semester. I think once we have the flu season and COVID come this winter, I don't think it's very likely that after Christmas break and after winter break, everyone's going to start again. But I'm still holding out hope. We'll see. This is a situation that students my age haven't faced since the last like flu pandemic in 1918, and it's unique enough that. But I think it's definitely teaching us patience and perseverance because there's so much uncertainty that you really can't know what's gonna even the next day is gonna look like. So
Hmm.
it's teaching us to be patient, to keep holding out for what we know, what we believe in, and just that we have this hope that someday life will get back to normal, whatever that might look like, and it could take a while. But we're, yeah, it just comes to I've always loved math, and I really like the logic that comes with math, but I'm also a big fan of like speech writing too. Um, I really could see myself as like going to school and becoming like a speechwriter for the government. It's just, I love speeches, and I'm not great at giving them, but I really like writing them. So it's okay to be disappointed. Like, we've been waiting 13 years to graduate from high school, and that many of us are disheartened, frustrated, angry at all the stuff that we cannot control. But that if we channel the emotions, and rather than feeling helpless, we can get up and do something, and we can, once the social distancing restrictions are lifted, we can go back out and make good things happen again. I also thanked many of my friends, like work at Giant, working in the pandemic with all this critical infrastructure like grocery stores and everything. I thank them for doing what they're doing, because that's a big part of what needs to happen to keep everything moving along if we want to eventually get back to some semblance of normal.